Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2015. Happy 4th of July to my USA friends out there. This month, I decided to use the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, which is the same deck I used in the mid-month of June update. Also, instead of an angel card at the end of the reading, I'm going to be looking into this crystal that I have used for many years in my private readings and get some messages for you at the end of this reading. I'd like to remind you, Cancers, this is a general reading, so to get messages specifically for you, you would need a private reading. If you would like to get more information and insights to help you, I have provided a link below so you can find out what your rising sign is and your moon sign. And you need to have your birth time to be able to get that information to get your rising sign. But please check those out, because some people are finding that on months that their sun sign is not making sense to them, if they watch their rising sign video or their moon sign video, it's making much more sense. So this month, Cancer, I am shuffling the cards before I read them. So we're looking at them showing up all at the same time. So let's see what's going to come up for Cancers for this month of July 2015. And actually, happy birthday to many of you Cancerian people out there. It's going to happen for people born under the sign of Cancer for this month of July 2015. The first card you have in this layout today, Cancer, for the month of July 2015, Psychic Tarot reading with the Lucky Mermaid, you have the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes, this is like the happily ever after card. It means like a happy love relationship, great emotions of all good things happening there, and you know, happy home, happy family. If you have children, happy children, good health, great emotional partnership there. I hear many of you are coming to the conclusion and to the determination of what you want in this life, what you want to see happening for you now. I feel for some of you, there's been a great deal of stress around your family and home about money matters. But I feel that the next 6 months are going to be key for you. And I hear during that time frame, somewhere in this next 6-month time frame, you're going to be rolling in the Benjamins. That's what they said. I feel that many of you are going to be finalizing some kind of steps or details about something that you want to do. So for some of you, I feel like you're going to be finalizing a deal with a contractor that's going to be building your home. For some of you, I feel you're going to be finalizing a deal or a contract with a business partner or some, business that you're getting going. Like if you're in sales, I feel like you're going to be finalizing some sales. It all depends on what is going on here, but finalizing things is coming up here. I do feel some of you are going to start to see things really clearly, and you're going to be quite surprised about how some things are going to start playing out for you. Some of you are going to be finalizing a deal in commitment where a friendship turns into a lover, which turns into more than that, where it becomes a life partner for you. I feel some of you are going to be quite surprised that it took that kind of turn to that relationship, and you're going to be going through the adjustment period of like, wow, we were friends, we were lovers, and now we're this. Like, I feel For some of you, that's going to make sense. Obviously, not all of you. I feel for some of you, you're going to remember when life was difficult for you, and you're going to see that falling away and some real improvements, and your life starting to take on a whole new, better, and improved shape than what you had going. I hear you're also going to start thinking about how beauty is only skin deep, and that you are going to have somebody that's going to come in and give you a marriage proposal, or you could be the Cancerian doing the proposing. That's coming up here through the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the next card you have in your card layout today, I haven't seen this card come up this round at all of readings, and I don't know if he came up at all in the last in June, but you have the Hermit here. Now, the Hermit is a really spiritual card. This is a card to me that symbolizes being spiritually guided and protected, and the light is being shown for you, which way to go here. This is also a card that can symbolize taking a step back and getting a lay of the land and a lay of the situation before you proceed forward. But when you do proceed forward, you are being spiritually guided and protected. The Hermit is showing up here to also help you begin to see the pieces of the puzzle and how they're all going to fit together in your life. I feel the Hermit has tried to stay clear and stay out of any matrimonial issues or affairs that have, if this is making sense to any of you, that you've been going through, if you've been a Cancerian person that's been going through matrimonial issues or disruptions of any kind, I feel like your spirit guides, it's kind of an odd message. I don't think I've ever heard this before in a general reading, but I feel that they tried to stay out of it. Some of that was because of karmic reasons, that it was karma you had to settle and solve. So just know this, if you've been like, where are my guides? Why are my spirit guides not coming in here and helping me with this difficulty or marital difficulties or relationship issues and difficulties I've been having? It's because I feel there were spiritual laws in place, and I find it very surprising they're saying this, but they did have to steer clear and stay out of it, at least for a while. There's going to be great changes and things that are getting ready to happen for you. And I feel that some of you Cancers are coming into a cycle or period of time in your life where the next 4 to 5 years are going to be really on the upswing for you. I don't believe you're the first sign that got that either. There was a sign I read the other day that gave like a big gap of time where things were like suddenly going to take a turn for the upswing and improve, and you're also getting it here. So you seem to be on an upswing cycle. Even if you've gone through some troubling times and disruptions in your life, I feel like, as I say, this is a general reading, and you're all born on different times and different days, on different months and different years. So your timing isn't going to be the same of how these events are going to roll time-wise for all of you. But I feel like you're coming up on some really, your life's taking a turn for the better here with the Hermit. Now, the next card you have, this card has shown up for quite a lot of the signs, and you have her too. You have the Queen of Cups. And you know what? This could be you. This could be you, because this card would symbolize a water sign female, either being a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, or could be somebody just with the personality traits of the Queen of Cups right now in your life, but chances are this could be you. And even if you're a male Cancer, I'm sorry, I know maybe you don't like me to say that, but this could be you as well. So we have to listen. I hear you're ignoring part of yourself. You're ignoring something here. If you've been feeling very lonely or lost or isolated, this could be some of your own doing. I feel that you're starting to take a look at that. I hear that many of you are heralding in a new age, they're saying, where you're going to look at things square in the eye that you've been doing, and you're going to go, I am not doing that anymore, or I'm stopping that type of activity or behavior. And I feel like for many of you, it is like some kind of self-imposed isolation for some of you, not all of you. Some of you, I feel you've had a great deal of unhappiness that circled around you in relation to marriage. And I feel that many of you have been thinking of the how and the why of it all. Like you've been going around in your mind about the how and the why of it all, of the demise or the unhappiness of a marital union. I feel some of you are going to tell your partner exactly what you think, and you're not going to have it anymore. That's come up. That kind of sensations come up for quite a few signs, like not having it anymore. If I had to coin a phrase for the month of July so far, I get not having it. That's what, you're getting it too, Cancer. You're getting it too, and everybody's in a different way. But for you, I get in two ways so far. One, there's things you're not having anymore that you've been doing yourself. Like you're rethinking and looking at things that you've done yourself that you want to stop doing and change your course of action here. And you're also not having it anymore if you've been in a marriage that's been disappointing to you and emotionally disruptive to you. I feel you're going to tell your partner, I don't like the way things are going, and you're going to either say it's got to end, or you're going to try to work it out, but that they're going to have to make some major changes here. So that's not going to apply to all of you, but I feel strongly it is applying to some of you. This is a weird message. Don't shoot the messenger, first of all. But I hear that some of you have been deceiving yourselves about something. Like you've almost been lying to yourself about something, or not wanting to see something clearly. And I feel that some of you know that what's going on in your lives is the undercurrents and understirrings of unhappiness of things that occurred way back in your childhood, and that now you're being forced to confront them or look at them. And some issues that maybe have been in your life have actually been because of things that happened in your childhood that have affected you deeply, that are now coming out or coming to the surface, and you're now having to start looking at them or reviewing them in some way. So that's what's coming up here with the Queen of Swords. I truly, truly feel that for the people here today that are watching this video, it's really coming up as you, whether you're male or female. I do feel the Queen of Cups was you, representing you. And that also happened, I believe, in Gemini's video. Gemini came up as themselves. And I'm not so sure another sign didn't do that too. So anyway, so the next card you have in your tarot part of the reading, you have the Two of Rods, which is a card to me that symbolizes this could be partnership in business and enterprise, or it can be partnership in a romance as well. I do feel that you're thinking long and hard about the next steps that you're taking, and finalizing some kind of deals also comes up here. Any partnership that you had in the past may be resurfacing and revealing, showing their head again, coming back up. Could be business partnership, could be romantic partnership, could be a spouse, an ex, a spouse, or, ex love partner that you long ago ex. Oh, that was funny to hear. I feel that some of you are going to be trying to hide from them. So when you find out that they're kind of trying to look you up or get back around to talk to you or see you again, I feel some of you are going to try to dodge that. Not all of you are going to be like, woohoo, person from the past. I get, woo, person from the past. So, I hear some of you are going to be wishing that they hadn't found out where you were. Freaky with some of the messages that come up. I hear that some of you Cancer people out there are going to start eating organically or focusing on organic eating, and also could be becoming vegetarians and vegans also comes up here. Also dealing with herbs and like dealing with herbal remedies and things that have herbal properties to them comes up here. Some of you are going to be getting a new apartment, and a new leasing arrangement or agreement comes up here. So if you are a Cancerian person that's thinking of moving, I feel that some of you are going to be getting a new leasing arrangement. Or you could be a Cancer person that owns property that you lease out, or a business that you lease out, and you could be getting a new leasing arrangement or agreement from the property you're going to lease. Some of you are going to start taking some kind of classes or some course of study comes up here. And they're saying in the village or in a village. So if you live anywhere near an area that is called or considered a village or the village, I feel that's where you're going to be taking these classes and courses. And some of you are going to be studying metaphysical classes like psychic development or mediumship or tarot card reading or aura reading or self-hypnosis. Or past life regression or astrology. And some of you are going to be studying sculpting, painting, silk screen printing, any kind of art related subject, wheel thrown pottery. This all can be art related classes too as well. And some of you are going to be teaching these classes. And teaching people how to do things, jewelry making. I'm seeing mosaics and designs of all kinds. So even some of you are going to be teaching or learning web design also comes up here. And even dancing. I'm seeing some kind of like Mexican kind of or Spanish fiesta kind of dancing. Also belly dancing, anything, because I feel like there's a lot of interesting clothing being worn here. Quite spectacular and interesting. So that's coming up here with Two of Rods. Hey, you never know what's going to come up here. That's why you tune in, because you just never know what they're going to say. Any day could be a... You never know. You never know. Okay, Cancer, the last card you have in this layout here, you have a people card here. You have Page of Rods. Now, Page of Rods to me, this would symbolize a fire sign person. This would either be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And this could also be somebody that's just having the personality traits currently right now of the Page of Rods. Pages can often be your children. They could be children, but many, many times adults are coming up as pages. So sometimes that's representing people's inner child. So we just have to listen and see what comes up here with the Page of Rods. I do feel there have actually been people that have been put into place in your life to derail you. Isn't that a weird phrase? This has to do with a karmic link to your past. I do happen to believe in reincarnation, as do my guides, and they're referencing that. So this is actually, you've had some karmic tests and lessons that have come through difficult people that have been put in your path and in your life. I do happen to believe that we do make agreements with other souls before we get here. And so if you ever want to look into the subject of soul contracts, There's an excellent author. I don't know if I'm allowed to say people's names here, but if you look up anything to do with soul contracts, I feel you would find some fascinating information. I do believe that you had some soul contracts with people that were put into position into your life to derail you, and some of this is to do with karmic situations, karma, why you came here into this incarnation, and karma that you may have had with other people that you had to settle now in this lifetime. I feel that you're really going to start paying attention to symbolism. And any of you that are religious, I feel like your religious streak is going to start coming into your life. If you were religious before and you ignored it, I feel you're going to start focusing on religion again, or you're just going to start really paying attention to the signs and the symbolism of things like numbers on a clock, 11:11, or 3:33, that kind of thing. Or you're going to start paying attention to signs in nature, even like animal totem. Animal crosses your path, an unusual animal you don't usually see, you're going to go look it up. I just feel you're going to start paying attention to symbolism and signs comes up here, and possibly religion, going back to the symbolism of things that are often in religious faith. There's different symbolism in religions. I feel you are feeling unusually strong and fortified and new right now. Your energy is on an upswing. I feel you are feeling mentally and emotionally stronger, and even physically stronger than you have in a while, Cancer. So if you've been a Cancer that's gone through some troubled times and some problems where it's really you've been off kilter, I feel like your strength is coming back in here. You may have a sibling. This could be referencing a sibling that's going to reach out for some help or assistance from you, Cancer. They may be asking you to give them a boost up or a leg up financially speaking, and ask you for some kind of loan. Your sister, if you have a sister, she could be traveling through troubled waters right now and ending a relationship or a partnership, and she's finding herself strapped for cash or having some difficulties, and she could ask if she could come stay with you, or if you guys want to rent a place together, or if she could live with you for a little while, or borrow some money, because I do pick up a female here that's going through some relationship issues. If she's not your sister, she could be your daughter or a niece or a very close friend to you. But she feels female in nature more to me than anything else. There's a great deal of unhappiness here with this Page of Rods, and there could have been a loss on her in her life. She could have had a child that there was some kind of loss, where maybe she had a miscarriage, or maybe her child got abducted. God forbid, any of those things are horrible. Or, maybe she had a child that was sick with an illness and the child passed away. I just feel there's sadness and loss here. So it could be sadness and loss of a relationship, of a love partnership for this Page of Rods, but it also could be that they themselves lost a child. So I'm sorry to hear that. Very, very sorry to hear that for whoever this is for you, Cancer. Expect to have new money or money coming to you, especially in and around the month of January and after right around January and after January. I feel some money and finances improving for you. You're going to be taking a lead in a project or plan. If you're an actor or actress, you could be getting a lead role in a play. But if you're working in some other line of work, I feel that you could get promoted or being made head of a team or a lead person. You're going to be made a lead person here in whatever it is you're doing. Maybe if you're in singing, you're going to become a lead singer of a group, or the front person of, for somebody else that's singing. But whatever it is you're doing, you're going to be the lead. You're going to get a lead role in something that you're doing. Doesn't matter what. you are going to be made a leader in some regard. So now I'm going to look into the crystal and see what comes up for you for this month of July. I hear that deciding factors are going to occur for you about a lot of things in the month of August. They're saying you need to be proactive in the choices that you're going to make and stop dithering. I don't want you to dither anymore. I feel that you're going to be invited to some really spectacular event. It could be a concert. It could be some Broadway theatrical debut or play. It could be to some prominent like governor's mansion or some political thing, because I feel like you're going to be really dressed up. Maybe you're going to get invited to the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, or some award show. I have no idea. I don't watch them, so I don't really know when they're coming up, but I feel like you're going to have some gala. You could be invited to some big gala ball or event, Cancer. I see that coming up for some of you. Some of you are going to be taking skydiving lessons, and I'm hearing some of you are going to preach. How weird is that? Wow, one extreme, it makes no sense. So maybe some of you are going to be studying theology and learning how to become, in hopes of becoming a reverend, a pastor, a preacher, or some kind of minister, whatever kind of faith, if anybody, but I'm hearing preach. You could just be preaching to your kids, I don't know, or preaching to somebody. Some of you are going to be taking skydiving lessons, and I'm hearing some of you are going to preach. How weird is that? Wow, one extreme, it makes no sense. So maybe some of you are going to be studying theology and learning how to become, in hopes of becoming a reverend, a pastor, a preacher, or some kind of minister, whatever kind of faith, if anybody, but I'm hearing preach. You could just be preaching to your kids, I don't know, or preaching to somebody. But I do feel it's in a religious sense, because they're also talking about you talking to God on a regular basis. There's a new opportunity that's going to be opening up for you in the month of September, and you're going to find that it is kismet. You may be meeting the person of your dreams or the partner of your dreams, or it could be kismet in a business related sense, because you could be meeting the person that's really going to open some doors for you in relation to work, offer you a new job, new employment, or a new partner for a business or something. But there's something majorly kismet for you in September, and I feel like it's right in the middle of September. I don't feel like it's at the beginning, and I don't feel like it's at the end. It's buzzing around that 12th to 18th time frame, like in that between the 12th and the 18th, especially the 14th. I feel like you're going to be releasing a lot of old stuff that's been hanging around you and emotionally affecting you. And I feel you're going to embark, for those of you that are single, embark on a new, really interesting, a lot of chemistry there, relationship with somebody also comes up here in the crystal. So I hope this reading made sense to you, and I hope it was of help. I want to say thank you so much for watching and sharing and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel, because then you will be notified whenever I post a video or mid-month update or monthly video or any other new videos that may be appearing on my channel. And also, please follow me on Facebook, because I do post things there daily that you will not be able to see here on YouTube. And also to follow me on Twitter, because I do occasionally put some tweets on Twitter. And also, if you check out my website on a fairly regular basis, you will see in the course of the next 1, 2 to 3 months, depending on how quickly I can figure things out, I will be adding some new things and new features to my website, which is posted right here at www.theluckymermaid.com. I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of July, Cancer, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.